Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out Commentary. In preparation for Daniel Craig's fourth Bond film out this year, we are going to do kind of, ever play that game 007 Legends, where it was basically a highlight of all the James Bond franchises to kind of tie into Skyfall and the 50th James Bond anniversary? We're going to do that, except it's actually going to be good, unlike 007 Legends. Instead of Die Another Day, we're actually going to pick a good Pierce Brosnan movie. So that's two things that we've got going for us. But, you know, we agree with their choice for, and we're going to pick an actual good Roger Moore movie when it comes down to that, too. But, yeah, so we agree with their choice with, like, top Sean Connery film, though, Goldfinger. Yeah, man, this is really the quintessential Bond movie. This is how we're going to kick off our 007 Legends streak. Yeah, you guys have anything to say about Goldfinger other than the fact that it's fucking awesome?
It is fucking awesome, and I think this is a lot of people's first Bond films. I think a lot of, at least, I mean, I can only speak from, my love of James Bond, but, my dad passed down his love of Bond to me through being like Sean Connery was the best, Goldfinger was the best, here you go, and I remember they bought me the VHS trilogy of Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger from Christmas Eve. I got it, and it was awesome. So this is my four-way, whatever the fuck, into James Bond.
Foray.
Yeah.
For me, I, unlike you guys, haven't seen all the Bond movies. In fact, during this Geek Out Bond Legends, I'm going to be seeing a couple ones for the first time. This one, not the case. As far as Sean Connery's Bond goes, I saw Dr. No and I saw Goldfinger. Both of those on Laserdisc because when my dad bought a Laserdisc back in the 80s, he bought half of the James Bond movies that had come out, and it was basically all the Sean Connerys and some of the Roger Moores, and that was about it. But
you never watched them because like Spike TV would always marathon them right around.
No, there was always a weird thing. Like I loved the Pierce Brosnan ones. Well, or rather, I loved Pierce Brosnan as Bond, and like those ones I've seen all of his, but like for some reason, like I just wasn't able to like sit down and actually watch most of the rest of them. Like for Dr. No, I can kind of give or take. Goldfinger I thought was awesome when I saw it, but like I couldn't really sit through most of the other ones, and then just as I grew older, I never really gave them another chance until now. So, yay, Goldfinger.
All right. Yeah, but this, like I said, this is really the Bond film that sets the formula. While From Russia with Love, the previous film, did have gadgets, certainly not to the level here. Didn't have the cool car. It had Q, but they never referred to him by name. So lots of like Bond bangs more chicks in this movie than he does in the other ones, which is always actually no, he doesn't. I'm making that up. Shit. Let's just get this started. Chris, cue us up.
All right, so we are watching it on the what is it, the 50th anniversary Blu-ray?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But there's nothing special about it beyond that it's Blu-ray. So whatever medium you're watching it on should be fine. As always, we have the movie queued up. The counter is set to all zeros, so please make sure you have that ready to go. And then I will be giving a countdown and telling you to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And there we go. A little MGM goodness.
Same fucking line.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the man in the gun barrel for this film is not Sean Connery. It's a stuntman who had done it for the first 3 films. That's why he wears the hat to conceal his face. The first Bond film to have Connery do that is Thunderball, the following film, because they used that was the first one on wide-angle lens. I know Chris loved that transition.
Yeah, so smooth. It was like cheap whiskey. That's how smooth it was.
Yeah. My favorite kind of whiskey.
The silos make me think of the Born in the USA video, which means nothing.
You can see it from the Jersey Turnpike. I do love how True Lies kind of homages this in the beginning.
00 Duck.
Unnecessary speed up? Yeah. Yeah, this is the first Bond film to have a cold open that has nothing to cut. Yeah. A lot of little awkward camera things. This is the first Bond film directed by Guy Hamilton, who would go on to direct Diamonds Are Forever, which has, a special place in Jake's heart. And Live and Let Die. What else? I think the last Bond film he directed was Man with a Golden Gun, which has a special place in my heart for the same reasons.
I'd rather watch that than Diamonds Are Forever, though. God, so much of my childhood was spent watching this movie.
Oh yeah, I was always watching those Spike marathons on Spike or TBS or TNT.
Yeah. I mean, the Thanksgiving Christmas time was always when you get that rush to want to watch more, James Bond movies.
17 days of 007.
That's so great.
Now I have 007 365 days.
Well, I remember I was the final push to kind of get you to buy this. I remember you were like, should I? Yeah. And I was like, it's 100 at the time,
It's like $130.
And I was like, I don't want to be responsible for you spending that much money, but you're gonna watch them.
And I was like, yeah.
Between you and me, I think we own like all of them like 2 or 3 times.
3 times over, yeah, for some of them.
And then I have the random Laserdisc half collection.
Yeah.
One of these days we should watch them on Laserdisc just so you guys can
appreciate
feel,
that.
Yeah,
so you can feel my pain.
That the actress playing the dancer was Kareem Bey's girlfriend in the previous film,
right.
From Russia with Love.
Kareem Bey.
Mola Bola Kareem Bey. Man, special effects so good they'd belong in a Godzilla movie.
That's the one wonderful and terrible thing about Blu-ray is that you can see everything that was on point, but you also see everything that was not up to snuff.
Yeah.
Now, for Bond, would you say the more classic thing is the black tux, or were you going to go with the white top?
You can go either way. I feel like I'm looking at the 50th anniversary set right there where they're all clearly wearing black tuxes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say black.
Yeah. I mean, I think overall, yeah, but I mean...
Yeah. I don't mind the white tux.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't go like Dumb and Dumber with like a bright blue or orange.
Yeah. Powder blue.
Yeah. Or who knows? Maybe he can pull it off. We'll see.
She didn't rinse the soap off. That's bad for your skin.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I feel like this, if I remember correctly, this was added like pretty late in production, the idea of this like completely unrelated cold open, which later became a trademark.
Ooh.
Let's just hope that you're not dead. Bond wouldn't.
Now, do you count her as one of the many women that James Bond bangs in this movie, even though
I qualify her as a Bond girl, but he clearly doesn't, as far as we know, there is no Congress.
At least not in the movie.
Yeah. Do you know that the fireworks and all the steaming thing actually burned the stuntman?
Oh.
Yeah, he got second-degree burns from that. Oh, that's cool. She's alive. Oh, such a sweet movie.
It's still one of the best Bond themes.
Oh, yeah. They have it
all
at the
time.
karaoke bar. I always think about it.
Just listen to that last note is a killer, man.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. It's almost as bad as the last note in Thunderball.
Yeah.
This is, if you think about it, this is the only Connery Bond film where he doesn't face Spectre.
Yeah.
Like all the other movies, he's up against Spectre. This time around, it's just some dude that has a hard-on for gold. Interesting thing about Gert Frobe, he couldn't speak a word of English. They had to dub all his lines.
kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Hercules in New York, except that was more so because his accent was so thick, not that he didn't know English.
Yeah. Though nowadays, I think it's almost more common to find his original voice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is, the Aston Martin. Basically, it was only supposed to have a minimal amount of gadgets, but the crew kept coming up with like ideas like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if the license plate could flip? Wouldn't it be cool if it had like fucking machine guns in the front? Wouldn't it be cool if it could like smoke?" I think the only thing it originally had in the script was a smoke screen and the thing he pulls up to defend him against like bullets from hitting the back windshield.
And then by the end, it became the Black Beauty.
Yeah.
And, having basically GPS in it, which I remember when I was a kid, I was like, man, that's astounding. And then it's on my phone. I have GPS on my phone now.
That's actually a shot
From Russia with Love.
Yeah, I don't know why it shows up in the montage here.
They were like, it's so fucking sweet.
From
Russia with Love. We're going to throw that in there again.
Let's just project it on her knees.
Yeah. Just like this random shot of a guy rolling a revolver across his wrist while firing isn't in the movie at all. Or any James Bond movie. The painted chick plays Dink, the lady that gives him a massage in the beginning of the film. So it's cool to see that.
Sam, I'm going to go out there and say I want to hear you do this at karaoke.
Here's the note.
That's when you put the mic down and just pretend it never happened and then go back to your day. Because that would kill you. LeBron James?
He doesn't play for Miami anymore.
Not anymore.
Though they only did about a week of location shooting in Miami and none of the stuff with Connery. So he never actually set foot in Miami during the production of this film. Like all the stuff is very clear, like set footage. Back when the Rat Pack ruled Miami.
I like how you say that as if like you're remembering.
Oh, like I was there,
Yeah.
Secret guys, I'm actually an immortal figure. Now we'll have to there he is. Felix Leiter. Who they recast for this film. He was Jack Lord from Hawaii Five-0 and Dr. No, but he wanted equal billing with Sean Connery and more pay, and they were like, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You don't do that much.
So that's the girl that we just saw?
Yeah, painted in the opening titles. You can kind of recognize her.
Yeah.
Minus Sean Connery being, projected on her face.
Well, not yet. Sexism.
The age of Mad Men, before Mad Men.
Mm-hmm. Who mads the madmen?
I feel like a lot of Don Draper is based off of Sean Connery's Bond.
Mm.
Yeah.
Including that onesie zip up. He sounds like German because he's fucking German. Don't point, it's rude.
When you point,
Perfect timing.
When you point, 3 fingers point back at you.
What did I just tell you, Felix Leiter?
So that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
I had the calves of a 22-year-old.
According to Honor Blackman, who plays Pussy Galore, he would speak in this, basically speak his lines phonetically in deep German, and they would just have to kind of smile and nod and act along.
towel, man. Real.
It's like the third shot like that. Rear projection.
Yeah.
Connery's totally in Miami.
Yeah.
Just gonna go.
You guys check out my sweet show? Okay. I seem to have lost my pants, miss.
Well, okay. I guess I won't tell him that you're breaking into his suite.
Yeah, that Scottish image of just raw sexuality has lulled me into reporting this. If you look closely, you can kind of see the Scotland Forever tattoo that Connery has on his wrist. They always had to cover it up with makeup.
What was that, Sam? Can you repeat that? He immediately sucks. He just has no idea.
Yeah, it's like he completely forgot what she just said.
Yeah. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Bond can sleep at night. Not like he's actually gonna get her killed or anything. Dubstep is born.
God?
Yeah, God is a Scotsman.
I mean,
Oh,
he probably is.
God.
It's more of a neck flap. I
Yeah.
don't even know what that
Suck your chin into your neck fat.
twice.
Yeah. Hmm? Subtle Bond. He doesn't even know how to put the cards down.
Man, I could hear that pencil snap all the way from here.
And there was no delay between, the sight of it and the sound of it. Now, how would you like to see my Goldfinger?
But you must touch.
Sabaros. And if you need a towel, I am one. I mean, only Bond could pull off such a stupid look.
Yeah.
Something like grandmas wear.
I'm going to play in a movie called Jardosh someday, where I'm going to teach immortals how to have sex. That's all I need to hear.
The only fiction novel that Kennedy said he, listed as one of his favorites was From Russia with Love.
I'm sure there's a communist joke in there somewhere.
Did you know this movie was so popular when it came out, it ran for 24 hours a day? Which, like, in 1964 was, like, fucking unheard of. Because they didn't have multiplexes, Ah, face.
So they're just having a really long pillow fight, right?
Yeah, that's why they
Okay.
keep their pajamas on.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what else would you do with a girl?
Yeah. Nothing else, sweet, sweet, innocent Jake. Hey, look, you can see the Scotland Forever tattoo. Badly make-uped over. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
fucking
you.
hate you, Connery. That's why Dalton's my favorite Bond.
Judo chop.
So wait, was he insinuating that he doesn't like the Beatles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like Bond, why would Bond like the Beatles? You know.
It's not dignified enough for him.
Yeah.
You can't bang him.
This is like, you know. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Which is why he likes the Rat Pack.
Yeah. Oh, I see you've taken off your clothes. Oh, shit.
Stupid pillow.
Yeah, it was disproved. There was a myth that would actually, one, would actually kill somebody, and two, that the actress Shirley Eaton actually died.
Yeah, I mean, just look anywhere on the internet.
Yeah.
She's still very well, you know.
Yeah, she
alive.
shows up in the Mythbusters episode like, hey,
Oh, really?
yeah, I've been alive for like,
She's in like her 70s.
yeah, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And they found out that you couldn't kill somebody by painting their body gold.
I mean, how does that myth start? Like, hey, we're going to paint you gold, and if you die,
Yeah.
we'll know it's true. But if you don't, then hey, you live.
Well, I think they left a part of her body like unpainted,
Mm-hmm.
like her stomach or something.
Yeah. I mean, there's no need to paint all of her. It got weird.
Bah, James, what have I told you about your fetishes?
He has this very specific fetish where it has to be 24 karat gold too. It
Yeah.
can't even be 14 karat.
He would settle for no less.
Yeah.
Be like listening to the Beatles.
Without
earmuffs
on.
Hey,
Oh, there's how the myth perpetuates.
perpetuated, yeah. It
Good
happens.
word usage.
It happens in the novel too.
They also revisit it in Quantum Solace.
Yeah.
Except not with gold.
Yeah, it's with oil, and they're like her lungs are full of it, and they're like, oh, okay, so it's not just a skin thing.
Yeah. God, who's 001?
You know, oddly enough, more of my trysts with ladies end with me saying something like that. Wait, what?
I do like, however, that this Bond movie, like the premise of most Bond movies, including this one, isn't like, hey, we need you to save the fucking Earth. It's like, hey, there's this guy that maybe smuggles gold. Can you keep an eye on him? Like something pretty low level if you think about
it's not.
it.
Yeah.
They're not going to space.
Well, Moonraker starts out and he's just trying to find the fucking space shuttle.
Yeah.
They're not like, this guy's going to nerve gas us from space. They don't know that from
Yeah.
jump. Except for maybe fucking you in the ash. But I have a business. I never understood why. I mean, Lois Maxwell does a great job as Moneypenny.
Mm-hmm.
But why would like the most clandestine British Secret Service have an American secretary?
Because they're that fucking wild.
It's the 60s, man.
Yeah. Get an American.
It's the dude from A Hard Day's Night. The guy that rides the train.
Yeah.
He rides the train regularly, twice a week.
That's right.
If you ever
Please,
see,
could have a ball back, sir?
yeah, if you ever watch the first Beatles film, to mention the Beatles again, which came out the same year, 1964, he shows up as a guy that basically kicks him out of their train car.
Mm-hmm.
Always plays a grumpy Britishman, presumably because he is a grumpy Britishman.
Well, it's either that or like, you know, a Hugh Grant type.
Oh, very blinky, very neurotic.
I like strawberries. I'm terribly sorry. Quit apologizing, prick.
Pokemon? fucking sucks. You asked why it was disappointing him.
It does smell like ass.
They all spit in it. That's ritual, as is tradition. So, what stage do you keep that hair in the front of your head? Is that just like a moment? He's just like, I'm just gonna roll. Like, this is my hair, and I'm keeping this. Or
To be fair, this is an age where people like shaving their own heads isn't readily.
well, you think this guy could have figured it out with the first one because
Could have been
Jesus God.
I know. Could have been a trailblazer. Instead, he's got the two piddly.
Yeah, like if only I could get rid of these
He's
two
got, like, the horns.
stupid hair horns off my head. He's got like 2 mustaches on his head. Get rid of them. Magneto's looking for that.
Did you think I was just gonna like make off with it? Like
Just
what?
puts it in his pocket and walks away.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we see Q Branch. Pretty cool.
Always kind of the comic relief of the Bond films. Oh, he's so young and yet still kind of old.
He was never a young man.
Yep. He's 15 in this movie. Fuck your bullets. So?
I love how he kind of has a more kind of like.
Is he fixing his fly?
Yeah.
He has
almo-
open. That would have been so embarrassed. I hate my dick.
He has more of an antagonistic relationship with 007. And if you watch the previous film, it's more cordial. And Hamilton was like, let's make him more of a comical character. Because this guy's a guy that basically fucks up all the things he invents.
Naturally.
The 11's a Maj.
Oh shit, magnets. What will they think of next?
All the technology and he can't fix his own tie. I do like in the From Russia with Love video game, you get to like walk around MI6.
Yeah, you gotta do it in the Quantum of Solace video game too.
Like you take the elevator up to M's office, down to Q Branch. Connery came back and did the voice for that video game.
Yeah, he sounds audibly older.
Oh yeah.
It's still like 33-year-old Connery, but it's like, or visually it's 33-year-old Connery.
But he's like
75.
Yeah. And Howard Stern is on XM. That'd be funny if that was it. He's like, you find a red button. That's it. It's cool.
If it doesn't make that noise cue. Well, fuck.
I wonder what Connery would look like with a shave, like with no beard nowadays. Because like he's had that beard for like what, 30 years, 40 years.
He's had the mustache since the mid '80s.
Hey.
Since Zardos, for sure.
He does shave it for Never Say Never Again.
Oh, that's right.
He's clean
Never,
shaven, even though he's in his 50s.
Did they have that at karaoke?
I don't even
Do
know
you
what
ever
the.
know? Song is forever imprinted in my head. Like out of all the Fucking Bond themes, man.
It's not even an official Bond movie.
There is no God.
Harold Sakata was a Hawaiian wrestler that, he's he really sets the archetype for kind of the silent, like, imposing henchman. Keel's Jaws kind of owes a lot to Oddjob. And he's the best character in Goldeneye. Come on.
The no Oddjob rule. I would always be Jaws because fuck it. Just towering over everyone. Targets are off.
Yeah, fuck challenges.
Yeah. Looks like Colin Quinn.
How did you hide that in your pants?
He has no penis.
Oh.
So he's terrible at everything. Okay.
He can't nod. He can't.
He's still trying to work on it. He goes home and he's like, my neck.
How do I throw down a card?
Yeah. Ah, yes, the Nazis.
Oh, yeah. You were alive during World War II, Connery. Come on.
Yeah. This is probably Connery's, like, most enjoyable part.
Well,
Just playing golf.
this is where he learned to. This is where he got introduced to golf.
Oh, really? I just figured he'd know golf.
Yeah, being Scottish.
Damn it.
Beat you. But yeah, this is what introduced him to the game, which he grew. It's the only time I think you see him in public now, unless you see him in the streets of like Edinburgh.
I can nod, you know. He's looking the wrong way.
It's already the 17th hole, so they only have like one more hole after this.
Yeah.
Were they only playing the back nine? Just questions, man.
Golf makes me so frustrated.
It's calming. I'd rather do the driving range though, where I just hit the shit out of them.
True dat.
Yeah.
Cheaper too. Well, fuck you. Good thing I invested you to have holes in your pants, Oddjob.
Yeah. No, it just happened to be the case.
They're usually for his penis.
Oh, okay, all right.
Ah.
I still don't understand a fucking word he says. I'm still training him to speak.
He's supposed to be Korean. Was that Korean?
Maybe it's something from the north. I don't know.
He is evil, so.
Yeah. I love your drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you fucking call me that.
Look at that. Look at that shit. I never really found Goldfinger to be a threatening figure. I don't know why.
He can't nod. He doesn't want to play cards unless he's being told. He can't
Barely knows
golf.
how to golf. Yeah.
Has trouble putting the ball on the tee.
Not even a member of Spectre.
Doesn't even go to space.
Yeah. Bah.
Shucks.
He makes that noise. Oddjob's like, I know. He ball taps him and walks away.
That's basically a ball tap.
I feel like the orchestra's like, haha, fuck you, Goldfinger.
I changed my clothes.
more costume changes than Megaforce.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
But a great one. Odd job. What a odd name.
Don't poke me.
Is it
for that
French?
Yeah. So I always wondered, is it a blade in the hat or is it a weighted hat?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because if this was the case later on in the movie, there would have been some heads flying.
Yeah.
I think it's
just one,
just the
really.
weight.
I don't know. That looks like a blade on under the rim.
It
It was
does.
shiny.
But then
Yeah.
again, when something happens later on involving a character, it's
Yeah.
clearly a weighted thing because it snaps her neck. It's different hats for different events.
That was signed by Arnold Palmer.
His not only his bladed hat, but his superhuman strength could maybe prove to be a problem later. Shit.
Yeah. I'll have to remember to electrocute him.
Spoilers.
I do love, AU, the atomic symbol for gold. Apparently there was actually somebody named Goldfinger, and so they had to add to the credits, like, any semblance to, they had to add that disclaimer to clarify it was a fictional person.
Which is now a staple in credits.
Yeah. They had to do the same thing for View to a Kill, because there was another character named Max, or named Zoran, or another company named Zoran. And they were like, oh, fuck, okay, fine.
Yeah, the once coach of the Washington Redskins.
I do love Switzerland. When they saw this, they wanted to do On Her Majesty's Secret Service next, which features heavily in Switzerland, but it got pushed back. It's like 3 movies later.
Ham sandwich.
So you nod if you lean forward or back first, or I don't know.
Aston Martin was originally kind of hesitant to give, anybody the endorsement for their car for, like, just some cheap Hollywood movie, but it ended up becoming synonymous with Bond.
Yeah.
It was Hamilton that insisted they put it in. The original script had it be a Bentley, but he felt that Aston Martins were the most elegant car on the road at the time.
I'm still waiting for the return of the Lotus. He's like, well, he's somewhere.
Yeah, what a vague map. Oh, odd job. Don't you remember I'm allergic to strawberries?
Just like grabbing the fruit and stuff. It makes me think of that scene. And remember in Raiders where Indy like steals the truck in the famous scene, and then like they hide him away, and he drives away, and the one guy like gives a squash to the Nazi, and the Nazi looks at it and just throws it on the ground, and they drive off. Hysterical.
Odd Job knows. Odd Job always knows.
I eat bullets. Try me, fucker. He drives away.
Pretty bad shot. Yeah, throw that out there.
He does color out on it.
He does. I love how he's like, turned on now.
I was gonna lay off earlier, but you have given me an excuse to. I believe this is the only movie she ever did because she was paid like actor minimum wage in 1964.
Mm-hmm. Which is like a free sandwich.
Yeah, and she was just like, "Well, fuck it," because she was a model at the time. I think she just went back to modeling. This could.
Then the tire farted.
This could fucking kill you.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Not to mention what happened to the entire side of your fucking car.
Yeah. You only get to say that once. Remember when people got like super pissy about him not saying James Bond in movies, like in the most, like in Quantum of Solace?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, he doesn't say it in some of the most famous Bond movies. So shut up.
Or like how he ordered his drink in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
The creation of the drink.
Yeah.
Roger Moore never orders it.
Never. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Somebody always has it ready for him.
Yeah. Longest tenured Bond, and he never technically orders it.
Yeah. He's like, I just once I wanted to say
Just
it,
wanted to say it.
but they would always know.
Doesn't he say it's stirred, not shaken at one point? Or is there's some, is it Dalton who says that? Shit, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there's a, yeah. One of the Bond actors asked for it stirred, not shaken. I want to say it's Dalton.
I want to say I heard some like bartender like go on a rant about how like that drink is supposed to be stirred. It's never supposed to be shaken, and if you shake it, it's actually like diminishing the quality of the drink.
Yeah, it loses its alcoholic potency.
What does that bartender know?
Obviously not how to be Bond.
Yeah. I feel like Bond. I think I read somewhere that Ian Fleming had Bond do it just to show that he didn't, he was putting on airs when he was trying to be distinguished. He was really just the cold-blooded killer, trying to be a gentleman.
He twon't? Oh.
See ya.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody's pulling in behind me.
Yeah.
Because I did that really fast.
You're a terrible shot. See you later. Maybe we'll bang, maybe not. Probably not, though.
I banged your sister.
Yeah. I'm the reason she's dead.
Why am I still yelling?
I'm really lonely. Someone please gotta help me.
Please love me.
I'm wearing a hairpiece.
Close to you.
Just the rest of the movie.
Shaking that stirred.
Yeah. You figure out of all the shit he gets, they could have got him some binoculars that were smaller. Those behemoths. He rolls down like a child when he gets to the bottom of the house. Gotta have some fun.
I guess he wardrobe changed over.
No. Like he has those like the glasses that get tinted when you go outside. His clothes turn into black as the sun goes down.
And he gets a backpack.
It's Q branch, man. Q branch. Wall safe. This is one of my favorite sequences in the movie, though.
What, stealth bond?
Stealth bond.
Pseudo stealth bond.
Yeah. Stealth bond who still gets caught. Man, how stupid are these belts? Say that 3 times fast.
What, intrit strengthens verboten?
Yeah.
Entrance strongly forbidden.
But, if you come in,
Yeah.
we'll only, shake our fist at you. Maybe a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. A stern look.
Yeah.
I love how we kind of gloss over, like in retrospect, we find out that it's a big Chinese plot to destabilize the Western economy, and nothing ever comes from that. It's just like, fuck this one asshole.
I love Vince.
That's Burt Kwok as the Chinese nuclear expert. He would go on to be Kato in the Pink Panther films.
Grand slams.
They're going to bring down USA. They're going to do it with the most USA title of all time.
Yeah. Though, Chris, you've kind of recently sworn off Denny's? Or at least taken a break?
Yeah, taking a break. It's leaving my stomach a bit upset pretty much every time I've eaten there in the last couple months.
I mean, we do eat there at like 3 a.m, to be fair.
Yeah. After drinking.
Yeah.
And they're just being surrounded by smoke. That'll happen later. Don't worry.
Newer in the biblical sense.
I mean, that's just terrible.
Well, this is a Bond movie, and she is a woman.
Yeah, they don't exactly get the...
I mean, Pussy Galore, man.
Yeah. That's
later.
It's the movie, though.
They were concerned that
Fuck
the American censors would make them... Yeah, that's the worst guard ever, by the way.
Yeah, he's like, oh, dent.
Oh, you grabbing me? Okay, fine. He just wanted it
He's
more.
still breathing? No,
Yeah.
leave him. It's his first night.
Get him out of here.
He doesn't deserve this yellow belt.
They were wondering, like, if the American censors would let them use Pussy Galore, but they were like, oh, it's her name in the book, because, clearly that makes it all okay.
Yeah.
All
If
kosher.
only that was the case for, like, stuff nowadays.
Yeah. But whenever she was doing press, Honor Blackman would make the reporters have to say her character name instead of, like, your character. Yes, which character is that? Pussy Galore.
Ah, that's great.
She would make them say it.
That's awesome.
Tree. Oh, fuck. If it's a Bond gadget, chances are he's going to use it.
That guy was intense as shit.
Yeah.
There it is, the little ricochet. There he is again.
So this car right here just kind of, blows up for no reason.
This explosive shit that he spewed out the back of the car.
It exploded as soon as it went over the edge. Yeah. Man, they got to get those defects worked out.
Every single sound effect is used in Red Dead Redemption. Don't go down that road.
Oh, shit. You still have the smoke screens, right?
I love the guys who shoot like they're throwing something.
Yeah.
They jet their hands forward.
Try to curve the bullet like Wanted Man.
That's right. Enough of this gun shit. Did her neck just quack
Quack?
like a duck? It
Um,
went quack. Or crack.
I mean, Seagal wisdom states that that's the sound necks make when they snap, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, the reason they didn't show her head flying off is because this is a fucking
This is 1964.
1964, yeah. But yeah, he must have just got his weighted head out, you know. Surprise, motherfucker!
The single's the same.
He's like a little baby bird asking for food.
So far, Bond is 0 for 2 with people he met, and they're related.
Yeah, it doesn't like. I feel like I've ran the numbers before, and like half the women he's involved with like don't come out okay.
Yeah, I'm just like running through certain, like, you know, Moonraker, Casino Royale, Man with the Golden Gun. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but Jesus, yeah. Actually, two in Casino Royale.
Yeah, he's worse than better off catching gonorrhea, ladies. Never thought I'd have to use that phrase, but here we are.
Nice little curtsy.
Guten Abend.
The like delay on like him waiting. I love when he opens it and the guy waits to see what the button does.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Well, I love how like
like
anticlimactic.
right here, he's like, "What is it gonna do?"
It's just so anticlimactic.
To be
Just
fair,
like-
it made the noise the Q said it would.
yeah, it did. It did.
Q knows his shit.
Why didn't Bond use all the machine guns in the front of his car like right now?
Because that would have been just a straight massacre.
Bulletproof,
That was
but
pretty
still
sweet.
leaves a dent.
Yeah. I feel like we're just
Driving circles.
using the same like different takes, guys.
I just put all those up.
Oh, that guy almost totally got fucked up by that car.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s when stunt directing was like, we just don't give a fuck. Just
Yeah.
don't get hurt.
That's the Mad Max school of thought later on.
Yeah.
It's like a Scooby Doo thing,
Yeah.
you know. Wham, bam, 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 bam.
That's right. This thing has machine guns.
It's at the Batmobile. Damn.
If they had not hit the brakes, like
Yeah.
just a second or two later, that camera would have been faced. Where's my reflection?
Hello, other odd job.
Mirror odd job. Could you
Yeah.
grab the mirror intruder?
And, you know, so much of this movie, obviously, we'd stated like being the, you know, quintessential Bond kind of real prototype and blueprint, but so many famous shots, and this has got to be.
In the original script, it was a
It's not number
circular
one.
saw.
Oh,
But
I mean, same end game.
yeah, well, Hamilton was like, I want something with a little more visual punch. Because if you think about it, lasers, even though clearly it's not like an actual laser, but like lasers
Yeah.
in the 60s were like a big fucking deal. This, especially in the early 60s.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, if not the most famous kind of image, you know, in a Bond movie, it's definitely top three.
That dude with the glasses didn't look like he was joking.
It's extra hours. It's overtime.
Yeah, he's
Gotta cut a
salaried.
guy's balls off, guy.
He's salaried too. He doesn't get any.
I
of that.
know. That sucks. Yeah.
I'm sure they did some sort of like.
I remember them saying they did like cut. There's a guy underneath.
Yeah, burning it
Yeah.
with a butane torch. I feel like they did like one of those like. I mean, we're talking like 60s level special effects, so just that laser must be like so fucking cool. Like in 1964, 2 years before Star Trek hits the airwaves.
Hair's still perfect though.
I mean, if he can look good in a one-piece towel zip-up.
Yeah.
I don't have balls.
I mean, Goldfinger just is like owning the conversation though. What?
Oh shit!
He knows. You fuck. He knows.
I do love, if you think about it, most of this film, Bond's in captivity.
Yeah. He's not doing a lot of ass kicking.
Yeah, but he.
I mean, the end, like they go
Yeah.
balls to the wall.
And it's a pretty big bluff if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if he doesn't believe that I know something about Operation Grand Slam?
Yeah.
And then let MI6 know about it, which he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Balls only live twice, man.
Hey, are you here to let me go? Oh, shit.
Did it really need to be a projectile at that range?
You see a guy run out with his hand, go wee, and he sticks him with it.
Yeah.
The instant knockout. Just.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
forgot how to
sneeze.
smile.
It's the Goldfinger school of facial tics.
To be fair, if some chick just randomly said, "My name's Pussy Galore," I would probably have the same reaction.
Yeah.
I always like the way Connery pronounces it, too. Pussy.
That would be funny because it's light. His suit is back to being like a brown two-piece suit.
Yeah. At the time, Honor Blackman, was coming off her run on the Avengers, the British TV spy series, and so she was arguably just as famous as Connery, and she's one of the few Bond girls that is older than Bond.
You're a dumb person, Mr. Bond.
You're doing it wrong, Mr. Bond.
Now, in the book, she's a lesbian that he makes switch teams pretty much, right?
Yeah. Because 60s.
Because Bond.
Yeah. Because of that's one thing I'm sure the censors wouldn't have allowed.
Yeah.
it's kind of hinted at. I mean, she has no interest in any romantic entanglements, and she's got like an all-girl squad that are very kind of like, hands-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Charlie's Angel-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that Charlie's Angels are lesbian, but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they
Planes.
had to tone that down for the censors, because at this point the books are the movies are fairly faithful to the books. It isn't until like You Only Live Twice where they start to go like fucking bananas.
I will take the title.
Yeah. By the time Diamonds Are Forever rolls around, it's like, well, it's just the fucking title at this point.
Yeah.
A handful of the characters.
And because you'll get the title for one book, but a plot of another book.
Yeah. In the black attaché case they're talking about, of course, is the booby-trapped attaché case from Russia with Love, the only gadget in that film.
My uncle, when he was a child for Christmas, got that toy set. I'm so jealous. I'm like jealous of a Christmas present from like 50 years ago.
From like 1963.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It came with like, the knife, the Walther PPK, like all the different
gold sovereigns.
Yeah, all that cool stuff. I was always hoping they had it like in storage or something, but nope.
Pervert.
Connor's like, no, woman's never seen me naked.
Oh, God.
You should wear a towel.
Yeah.
Towel man.
I hate seeing suits so close.
Good thing I have this secondary people.
Yeah, why is Connery just not like waving his dick around? Let's be honest. If we were in that, we would probably, maybe just me.
You like this? You like this?
Yeah. Got your Goldfinger right here.
That's neat.
Shaving my balls, shaving my balls.
Back when outer space meant still in the air.
We'll be sucked into that thing we'll never know about or never go to because things.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. I was like, what? They're in the sky, not outer space. Pond, you silly goose.
Oh, we're not on the ground. We must be in outer space.
Yeah. The Green Hornet phone.
The White House is in my office window, just to let you know that I'm in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Other guy's asleep, convulsing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not an office building right there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's an open lot.
No, there is. The CIA is just invisible.
Like
CIA,
the shadow.
It's the CIA after all.
Yeah. When did they move to Langley? Clearly before this, but...
Mm-hmm. Every CIA movie has to have that shot.
Yeah. Oh, of the actual...
Walking over him.
Oh, dude, I want to go to that flying circus.
Maybe if we named that our birthday thing more people would have come out to the party.
Yeah.
Instead of stupid
Next
Sam
year.
and Jake. Pushy Galore's flying circus.
But actually spell it with an H, so it's pushy.
Yeah, pushy.
Pushy.
Yeah,
Pushy
then it'll
galore.
just confuse everyone and no one will come. And we'll still be drunk singing Hey Jude.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Grant Morrison.
Yes, lots of that.
I was wondering what you had under that coat, conspicuously.
We're not in outer space anymore, James. We're on land space. So much to learn. So much to learn still.
Flying V.
Oh, they've mastered flight. How quaint.
Next thing he'll call the Germans in World War II the Nazis.
The Nazis. It's a nice suit. I like the vest.
Yeah, what's his name? Daniel Craig kind of has a throwback to it at the end of Casino Royale. The same kind of three-piece.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that music cue must mean that this guy's
Those
here.
guys in the back seat are like brothers on a long vacation.
What about the Jeep that says "Follow me"?
Yeah.
Everything has to be bright yellow and Goldfinger's.
Goldfinger land.
Yeah, except for the station wagons, apparently.
Yeah. Now, when you were talking about the plane a little while back with your grandfather, was it one of like those planes, like the single propeller plane, or are you talking about like each wing had a single propeller?
No, it was like that. The propeller up in the front.
That's cool.
Yeah. But the wing was like on top,
Okay.
not underneath like that.
Kind of like a Cessna.
That's the word.
Okay.
All those months ago that I was looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to episode 21, guys, if you want to hear what we're talking about
We have such a good memory for
things.
Yeah. Except for what a Cessna is.
Yeah.
Stud.
That's got to be a
Listen,
terrible race to be in.
Also, you're like in the freaking danger
You're in
zone
the
behind
splatter
the horse.
zone.
Yeah. Just drop a log right on you.
They do it while they can run, too. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't
We
pop
never-
a squat. They run.
I feel like you don't actually see him dismount because he couldn't actually dismount.
He probably couldn't even mount to begin with. No
Yeah.
necessary.
I have to lift my leg.
I haven't even seen my leg in 30 years.
I do like that architecture. Small aside.
To step away from making fun of the actor playing Goldfinger.
Sorry, Gert Frobe. Oh, that's right. You can kill people with your hat. I forgot.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
So, is that girl dead? It's been a long time since I've seen it. I don't remember
Zoe
if she's like
Masterson?
dead.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, she's
Oh,
dead.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a throwaway character.
She's dead.
Like I said, that put her off from acting.
She's almost as much of a throwaway as her sister.
She gets a few more lines. Hey,
Yeah.
look, it's a KFC.
Colonel.
Yeah, it's a chubby colonel.
Yeah, back when he was still alive.
He's watching the movie with his friends. He's like, "That's fucking me, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Bond
I wonder if
movie."
he had to pay for that.
Probably.
Or
For sure.
either that or Hamilton was just like, we need more things to establish we're in Kentucky. Have them sit outside a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't care if it's a nationwide chain. I love how, like, all the gangsters are basically caricatures, like British caricatures of how they imagine American gangsters would be. Like, hey guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Let me clip my fingernails and then smoke a cigarette. And there's
Jerry
two
Lewis?
dumbasses. There you go.
Yeah.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday. Thought he was about to say banks don't open in the morning.
No post roast on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Was that really necessary?
Oh, shadows. I'm still scared of the dark.
Yeah. Yo, finger.
I'm claustrophobic, see?
Reminds me of the joint, the big house.
The slammer. Other synonyms.
I always thought it was cool because we were stationed at Fort Knox when I was born, and I was like, "Yeah, represent."
Yeah.
I don't remember any.
My
of it, of course.
grandfather was stationed there after World War II.
Yeah, that was the armory place to go back in the day.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I just happen to know that factoid.
Yeah. Ah, my feet.
I love all
oh,
like just
God.
like the nonsense ramblings they have to do.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Dodgers.
Ah.
Are no longer in Brooklyn, man.
I haven't been there for over 10 years, man.
Ah.
My dad still thinks of the Mets as an expansion team. Like he was just like, yeah, I was like, Dad, they just celebrated their 50th anniversary like 2 years ago. He's like, oh, well, fuck them. Gone to outer space.
I'm watching you poop.
Of course, they would give me the cell next to the bathroom. Oh, still there?
I picture that face every night before I go to sleep.
This is the world's greatest spy. Flirting with the guard.
You picture it like kind of like going down like that too.
Under the covers, yeah. What you gonna do, Sean?
Just humming the Goldfinger.
I could fire it so more people could come. No, fine. If there's anything James Bond movies taught me, it's that people are surprisingly easy to knock out.
I happen to know all these facts about Fort Knox. I did a report on it in high school.
I was really hoping he was going to say Pussy Galore's Flying Circus, but I'll take it the other way too.
I mean, knowing you, Sam, you'll take it anyway.
All day, every day.
That one guy in the background is like, I was fucking playing pool earlier.
I was winning.
Yeah. I like that they made the little cars.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point to have cars there.
It's for scale.
Yeah, I guess. And the trees are there.
They actually filmed, the exterior stuff is actually filmed at Fort Knox, which was, I think to date, the only time they've ever done it. Certainly that extensively.
Yeah.
But the interiors, yeah, all sets. When they saw the finished film, they sent the production team a letter. They're like, very very vivid imagination of what our inside looks like.
He did, actually. That's why he was objecting.
As he uses a hand buzzer to burn him alive.
I'm glad you're
two
dead.
89 references.
That's right. Did you guys ever see the prototype suit that Keaton was supposed to wear for Batman Forever?
For Batman Forever? No, I haven't.
It's actually pretty badass.
Can I get a cut here? Yep. Just so we can cut to Stuntman. Pusher.
Out of context to just play that scene. He's like Pushay.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
I love how he's he's distracted with his own erection for a while. He's like, oh, that's right. There's other men with you putting.
He does the weird hunched over walk thing.
Yeah.
Where's the bathroom?
And this saves his life if you think about it, though.
Yep.
Well, they put the vent cover over the display too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Cars look so real. Look at the tree over there.
Or no, wait,
Looks
they just
like a
put
tree.
they put the vent cover over the fireplace. That's what it is, not the.
Mask, put them on. Yeah. It's the third one.
I love how they charge the poison gas.
But didn't they say it's just the nerve gas? Is that what it's supposed to be? The nerve gas just
Yeah.
knocks them out for 24 hours.
That's what he tells them.
That's right. Either that or they just, have a 24-hour nap and they wake up and go back to being terrible, awful, stupid criminals.
Bond knows the true nature of Delta 9.
He's writing solo. Like that song.
By Jason Derulo,
Yes.
which they redubbed I'm Han Solo for Connect Star Wars.
Boo. I mean, yeah.
I'll take that over riding solo.
Yeah. Now I do know about it. God, look at how red his face is.
Germans aren't used to Kentucky, man. Man, man, that chicken was finger looking good. Why you make me leave?
Ooh, open 24 hours. It's fancy.
Most awkward car ride ever.
Hi.
Or as Oddjob would say, ah.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. It's been so long since he's talked, I've forgotten.
Talked.
Articulated.
Oh, it's a gun. Why'd you shoot me, man? Ugh.
Oh no, if I had stayed with the others, I would have survived.
About that. Worst CIA agents ever. I do like that you're driving a Thunderbird, though. At least you're going in style, Felix.
Yeah.
Oddjob is satisfied.
That's where all the great bands are made. He's like, done.
The claw is our master. He chooses who'll go and who'll stay.
Please don't follow me.
I guess that's one way to get rid of a body.
My dad always wondered. He's like, "There's no this for that." That was my dad's big sticking point with Goldfinger. He's like, "There's no way a truck could handle the weight of a crushed car, right?" And I was just like, "I don't know, Dad. Probably
It's
not."
like never crossed my mind.
Yeah. Whenever that scene would happen, he'd always be like, "What? That wouldn't happen." It's like, sure, you're probably right. I don't know if you've seen the rest of the movie, Dad. There's a lady named Pussy galore.
The brain does kind of justify that because it's so much smaller, it would naturally be lighter.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
justifies it wrongly.
yeah,
but
yeah. But that was always my dad's big sticking point. Well, shit, no chick's interested in old Goldfinger. Worst supervillain ever. But maybe not.
God, this must have been a scene that you were talking about where she has to just sit and grin and bear it of him just phonetically saying his lines.
Yeah. That's probably why she isn't looking at him for most of it. Just like, just gonna hear it from my cues.
I have no idea what I'm saying.
Bond's in timeout.
Yeah, well, I just love that now he's got, like, fucking everybody in his room now.
Don't even bother closing the door.
Yeah. Might as well just take it off the hinges.
What is it with everyone and their random statistics? And
Well, Bond is all about the statistics. I don't know. I can't argue for Goldfinger.
yeah, or those gangsters who happen to know exactly how, fortified Fort Knox is.
Yeah, we've thought about it before, Goldfinger. As a kid, I always thought, like the book, he was just going to steal the gold. It wasn't until, like, even despite this, like, this went right over my head.
Another thing that I often say to the ladies.
Small but particularly dirty.
It's my porn biography.
Yeah, I always thought he was just trying to... Because in the book, he's just trying to steal the gold.
Mm-hmm.
And the screenwriter was thinking about it when he was writing it, and that's why he inserted the line. He's like, it would take 12 days for him to get all the gold out. Like if they were working around the clock. Fuck it. Just have them try to irradiate the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has quips in this one.
Just the way I like my women.
Given what happens next, even as a kid, this kind of weirded me out. What's about to happen here? Because it doesn't work. Even as a kid, I knew it didn't work that way.
Yeah.
You can't just forcibly kiss a woman and they're like, well, let's just roll with it. It doesn't, especially fucking, God, what we know now.
Yep. Another rough day in the CIA. Driving the wrong way, spying on my buddy. Let's go get some milk and KFC and watch Ed Sullivan.
Look on his face right here. He's so happy. Can we speed the film up again? Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't have this scene really. It would completely change the tenor of the franchise.
Yeah.
And I love how maybe love is the wrong word to use, but they how they justify it like later in the film that she ends up falling for Bond. Like it's just kind of a throwaway line that we'll get at the conclusion of this fucking bananas of a sequence.
Yeah. Have fun killing everyone. Bye.
As far as they know, that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna
Yeah.
okay, cool. We're gonna kill the entire populace.
Perfect
of
flying
Fort
weather,
Knox.
by the way.
Yeah.
Death and destruction in outer space. Champagne Leader was the name. Classic.
They're not diving. You forgot one.
Yep. That's right. They just want to get to the killing.
It's just like Joker's balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me you had one of those things?
He stole my balloons. He stole my balloons!
I haven't been back there since my birth. Probably a good thing, because everyone's getting nerve gassed. Fall. Like, I think we got the point, you know what I mean? They had to keep showing it. No. What if one guy just refused to fall? Did we shoot it?
Just keeps walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Must have been the funnest day to be in the service.
I mean, you going out during PT, that sucks.
Yeah.
Guys on the steering wheel.
It's a whole lot of people dead. Champagne supernova.
In the sky.
In outer space.
Aw. Aw apparently also means gas mask.
Yeah.
It's probably entire like phrases, like put your gas mask on.
Well, it's like I am Groot.
Yeah. Multiple meanings.
North Korean works like that, right?
Yeah, sure. I've never actually. Yeah, next time I'm in Pyongyang, I'll try it out. That's some hardcore dedication by the way.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to pretend everybody in town's dead, but let's wreck these fucking cars.
Such a weird accident, too.
Yeah.
But the car fell asleep as well.
Fell over.
I'm tired now. Welcome to Fort Knox. Oh, okay, never mind.
Means they had to flip the fucking truck. If I ever got the opportunity to go inside Fort Knox, I wouldn't want to. I just would want to imagine that it's the exact interior from Goldfinger. That's all I want.
Well, if I learned anything from Die Hard with a Vengeance, it's that the real Fort Knox is in New York. Hup, 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 hup.
Just lay these golden rods right here.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Yay.
Ah, we're all dead from shrapnel.
Good morning.
Ah, future noises.
The greatest noises of all.
It sounds like Superman using his heat vision.
Like clockwork. One might say like a German watch. But no one would say that. Well, fuck you too, buddy. Goldfinger's probably just like, I can't believe I have to irradiate all this shit. I'm going to show you exactly where I put the keys. Bye.
Those lamps look ginormous from the perspective.
No shit. I want to get the one sheets for every single James, not original one sheets obviously, but the one sheets for every single James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Like standard 27 by 40 stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Goldfinger's prepared for this contingency. If anything, he's kind of expecting it. Because he's been wearing like the Omar Bradley stuff under.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's a man with a golden gun.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that German general.
Yeah. The German general with the golden rifle or revolver.
Who looks a lot like Goldfinger.
Yeah. Fuck briefing.
Yeah. That's why he showed him.
Made painstaking effort to show that he was putting the key in his pocket. That's what he gets. I feel like this would be a cool stage to have, like in a,
Yeah, I was just thinking that
in a
actually.
Bond shooter.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in 007 Legends. Who knows? That game sucked.
I played it. I can't remember. So
Yeah.
that game did suck because I finally got the License to Kill, and it just was like you're in. It just was stupid.
Your favorite Bond movie is the worst part of the game.
It was the most frustrating part of the game. Yeah.
Well, shit. You'd think you'd be better with that.
Yeah. The head just like flies away from the AC.
Yeah.
Just blows up. Damn it. Mine. Hey, peekaboo for like 30 minutes.
Kind of a one-trick pony there.
Yeah. You could have a gun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Hawkeye uses a gun from time to time.
Yeah.
Silly bitch.
So, with this scene right here,
Wall.
Connery actually hurt his back
Uh-huh.
getting thrown against that wall and refused to resume production unless they gave him part of the back end, which he hadn't received up until Goldfinger. So he got a 15% raise and part of the back end. All because Oddjob threw him against a wall.
And that's why they killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to believe that Fort Knox looks like this on the inside.
His tactic is really just throwing him against walls.
Yeah, he doesn't have his hat, so he doesn't know what to do.
I could punch you. I could do anything. No, I'm just going to throw you. Slide you across the floor. He's satisfied.
That's the same.
My
that's,
nuts!
that's just like Sam Stone's satisfied face.
It is. I also swing for testicles.
Such weird electricity.
Yeah. Almost like it's just fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, that's right. That's
My one weapon.
That's a thing. Oh. Silly bitch.
Yeah.
So
look at that smug face of like, haha, you have no idea how to hit me with my own hat. Like, you did so well earlier in this scene.
like I was alluding to earlier, they used fireworks for the electricity effects. Harold Sakata apparently got burned really badly, but kept it, kept in character until he was sure filming was done. And Guy Hamilton kind of credited him. He was like, well done. You could have just been like, hey, I'm on fucking fire.
That scream was real.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I thought I told
probably,
you,
yeah.
I thought I told you to be silent during your death scene.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Take 2.
Yeah.
Get the fireworks ready.
Yeah. Light them up. Like caveman. Ooga booga.
Caveman Connery.
Caveman
That's what they used to call him at prep school in Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, you're caveman Connery.
Yeah. I hit 2 sticks together.
I always felt sorry for this one dude. The least attentive one.
Yeah. I was just loading my gun. Shit. I only wonder what it's going to end on.
Yeah.
Timer seems to be going at an erratic speed.
It's probably the worst timer, like of all like Bond.
Like I'm not even worried about like it's off screen
Yeah,
passage of
USA.
time, but just even when the camera's on it, it seemed like the numbers tick at different intervals depending on what number it is.
Yeah.
That just looks like a toy.
Yeah.
Like just got like just the bomb inside of it. Like that little spinny red and white thing.
Yeah.
The original script had it ending with 2 seconds left,
Mm-hmm.
and you can still tell by the line 2 more ticks or 3, or I think it's 3 seconds. Whatever the line is,
Yeah.
that's how many seconds was originally supposed to be on the timer before they stopped it.
He just grabs the thing that's
Yeah.
spinning to try
Maybe
to
if I
stop it.
stop it from spinning,
Yeah, I'll hold it here forever and it'll be perfect. Caveman after all.
Oh, fuck. Now, if I was that guy, wouldn't I just scream there's a switch
Yeah.
instead of running all the way?
It was easier to run here than to try to explain where it was.
And that's how we got the name
Yeah.
007.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
shit himself.
3
and died.
more, so it was originally supposed to be 3 more seconds, but they were like, yeah, sight gag.
Yeah.
My penis.
He just kind of looks at him like, that's a thing, right?
I sucked on her titties is what I'm saying.
Probably.
Get out of the shot, Brigadier General.
I just know you're an alcoholic.
1964. When alcoholism
See you in
on
outer
the-
space.
Have fun in outer space.
Jet S.
I'm in space.
Shit, if that's the occasion, just about every fucking buddy goes to outer space.
Yeah.
Chris has piloted a spacecraft.
I have.
That's the fucking case. By 1964 definition, you're a fucking astronaut.
Yeah, I am. I feel like a throwaway line is about to pay off. Well, maybe not a throwaway line, but an earlier line is about to pay off. How many times is he going to cock that gun? Okay, well, it's cocked now.
I mean, this isn't even a contest. He's fighting like this fat German man.
It would be like if if Hansel. It would be like if Indiana Jones fought back against the boulder.
And there he goes.
Remember that scene in Alien Resurrection? That.
He got sucked into outer space.
Yeah, that's right. So this is technically the first This is pre-Moonraker, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already had a space battle.
Who's the unconscious man right over there? And why are they dead now?
They couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
They wiggled too much.
Yeah, they
It
wiggled
was,
too
it was
much.
all the paint on them.
Yeah. Oh, he's not going to heaven, man.
Yeah. In hell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It looks like. Wait for it. It's a dot, man. Dot just shit itself. Please explode on impact. Yeah.
is that a TIE fighter?
Yeah.
Why does that sound like a Tommy gun?
Chicago typewriter, say. Clean the streets up, yeah. Call me a necktie, yeah.
It's time to bang.
I'll show you my 007.
And they suffocated and died.
James Bond will return. And indeed he was.
Yeah. One of my favorite climactic battles in a James Bond movie.
One of my favorite opening,
Mhm.
cold opens is from Thunderball.
One
But,
of the several that I haven't seen.
Yes. Well, yeah. So that was Goldfinger, kicking off our 007 Legends streak. So hope you guys dug it. Any feelings now that hey, the Hawker is the guy that writes Deadpool.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Duggan.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And Batman.
Same guy?
Well,
Not actually.
No.
I wish. Same name,
I
but
should
yeah.
tweet him because he always
Tweets back.
tweets back.
You should take like a screen cap.
Yeah, well, when we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now that we've finished Goldfinger, what do you guys think?
I mean, it's one of the best.
Yeah, still holds
Love
up
it.
as a really good one.
Yeah, over 50 years later, still one of the best Bond movies.
Yeah.
Certainly my favorite of the Connery era. And
Oh, yeah.
just
Oh,
like
show.
just like 007 Legends, though, we're going to be taking it to a different Bond and a different film. And if you know who's next, then I mean, it's fucking George Lazenby on Our Majesty's Secret Service. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Good night.